Hello, beautiful baby mamas. Thank you for joining us. The gorgeous Mel, who is 34 weeks pregnant, is going to move through some recommended birth positions so we can go through different positions you can get into as your labour progresses. So the first one, as you can see, is standing, and this is for that early stages of labour. And what we do, it's called just hip sways, and basically it's a celebration back to when women used to go out into the fields and give birth, and they're just swaying their body from left to right. A contraction will be manageable when you're doing this, and you're using the rhythm of your body and gravity as well in these hip sways to let that baby get deeper into the pelvic inlet. So the top of the pelvis, we want that baby to go deeper, let gravity do its thing. So you might be just taking these lovely hip sways, just like Mel's doing now, shifting your weight from one foot to the other. Nice, slow and rhythmical. Okay, so when we turn up the volume on those contractions, Mel's not going to want to stand up any longer. We want to get her on a birth ball, best birth tool in the world. We're going to get her to sit down. She's going to face this way. Yep. She's going to turn her feet out really wide, wider than the mat, so she feels super supported. And in this external rotation where the knees are wide, the pelvic inlet is at its biggest. So that's what we want, so the baby can be funneled down into the vaginal canal, deeper into the pelvis. So during a contraction, Mel wants to let her body be free and start to circle her hips around. So in those active labour contractions, we want to have that uneven movement of the pelvis. So we're making micro movements to allow that baby to be funneled down deeper into the pelvis, deeper and deeper. And I always like to let my breath go with my funneling. So you'll be taking big inhales and long, loud exhales, letting your breath match your effort. And you just go with it, make it really primal. You might decide funneling isn't for you, so you might just shift your hips from left to right, keeping those knees out to the side, but keep that pelvis moving with your rhythm. Just go with it, guys, whatever feels good and natural. All right, so from here, I'm gonna get Mel to come down, and it starts to progress. Mel's going to come down into a lunge position using the ball for support. Step 1 foot forward, using her forearms down on the ball so she feels really supported. She's going to let her body go forward and then back. That's it, just moving forward and moving back. In this position, it's really good for the pelvis. It's widening, as you can see. She's got that hinge position. She's taking uneven movement through the pelvis, so we're opening one side, getting that baby down and then coming in and out, and she feels nice and supported. She can breathe in this position. The ball has her weight. Her partner can be behind her, in front of her, encouraging her. From here, guys, we're going to get into the birth prep position. So she's going to gently step her feet back. Okay, so now we don't want the knees wide out to the side. We actually want the knees come towards one another. She's going to let her body be taken by the ball, and she's going to let her body open up, knees together, toes apart, and from this position her pelvic outlet is at its biggest, and that's what we want. That baby wants to come out. We want to help gravity find that. Feel nice and supported. You can move in and out here. Knees together, toes apart, and thinking wide through the pelvic floor. She might also choose to do side lying to give birth because she's either too tired or this position just doesn't feel right. So I'm going to get her to let her weight come to her heels. We're going to get rid of that ball, and you're going to come all the way down onto your side, Mel. If you've had an epidural, guys, this is a great way to give birth. Let your partner support you. So we're going to get her to lift her leg up, and your partner can be there for that support, and we're going to turn that knee down. And in this position, you're supporting the leg, so really let the weight of your leg fall into your partner, and we want that knee to turn down. That's it, the toe to be up, and from here again, her pelvic outlet is at its biggest, and she could very well give birth, and she did give birth to her first beautiful little boy, Brady, just like this. So it's an internal rotation of that knee to get the bones out of the way and get that pelvic outlet at its biggest. Thank you for joining me, beautiful mamas, and maybe that gives you something to think about and prepare while you're thinking about childbirth. All right, see you soon.